Hello YouTube, this is DeAndre Dobbs. Happy Tuesday, April the 18th. What is it? Is it the 17th or 18th? April the 17th or 18th. Happy Tuesday. I'm back with another YouTube video. And let me tell y'all, I was skeptical about doing this video because I was out earlier. I had stuff to take care of myself. And then I had to turn around, come home, unwind, get myself situated. But, you know, I made it. I'm here. And I said I'm going to do this video today, and I'm going to do this video today. And like I said, I'm sorry about the quality and the picture and everything, but I'm trying. It's still a lot of things that I have to get used to. But we're going to make the best of the situation, and I'm going to do this video for y'all, and I'm going to give y'all my opinion and my perspective. You know how I do for the ones that's watched my video. And like I said, I want to thank you for all the support and everything, and I'm just happy to be here to do another video. So today is going to be three topics. The first topic is going to be about the white homeowner accused of shooting a black teen who went to the wrong house in Kansas City. You know about the 16-year-old teenager that was shot brutally by the 84-year-old man. We're going to talk about that. And the next topic, we're going to talk about Jamie Foxx and his health and him being hospitalized. And the third topic, what we're going to talk about, we're going to be talking about Monique and Countess Royals, mother and daughter duo on the Parkers. We're going to be talking about them, about how they are, you know, suing Paramount Plus for the royalties of the Parkers. So we're going to talk about that. So let's get to it. So the first thing what we're going to talk about is going to be the white homeowner accused of shooting a black teen who went to the wrong house in Kansas City will face 2 felony charges. So let me tell you, so apparently the 16-year-old teen, it said that he would be facing 2 felony charges. For what? I'm not for sure, because it doesn't say that he necessarily broke in or anything. So I'm not really sure. But I got my stuff on my flashcards, and I'm going to read it to y'all, the information that I got, and we're going to discuss it. So here we go. White homeowner accused of shooting a black teen who went into the wrong house in Kansas City will face 2 felony charges. A white 84-year-old homeowner who allegedly shot and wounded Ralph Yari, a black teen, after the 16-year-old went to the wrong address to pick up his siblings. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay, here we go. To pick up his siblings will face 2 felony charges, Clay County Prosecuting Attorney Zachary Thompson announced. Monday evening, Andrew Lester will face charges of assault in the first degree and armed criminal action. Authorities have issued a warrant for his arrest, and he is not in custody at this very moment. And then Thompson also said, I can tell you there was racial component to the case. Hate crime is a lower level of felony. No identification, no indiction or addiction that either one spoke to one another. It was some indication that either one spoke to one another before the Thursday evening shooting. Also, it is said that there is no evidence that the teen entered the 84-year-old's home. It shows Lester, that's the one that did the shooting, opened fire on a teen through a glass door with a 32 caliber revolver. There's no video. Also, this person named Ben Crump says he's going to continue to fight for Ralph while he's working toward the recovery. Okay. That's what I got so far. And if there's any more, I will, bring it to everyone's attention. And I'm sorry if I was disconnected from the camera. But that's what we're going to talk about so far. So basically, okay, this 16-year-old teen, black teen, he went to the wrong address. And from how I see it, he went to the wrong address. The 84-year-old opened the door and just shot him. Point blank, period. Now, I'm with the Thompson guy on this. To me, I believe there is some racial component coming into play, because there is no way you just get a gun and shoot a black teen for knocking on your door. Now, I'm going to give you my opinion. It's been a lot of people's that's probably knocked on doors of mixed races or different races knocking on different people's doors. And you never hear about them shooting them. You don't hear about them shooting them or trying to fight them or anything. Mostly what peoples would do, if they're looking for someone, the person that answers the door will tell them, well, I'm sorry, you got the wrong address. That is not much to do. That is the most simplest thing and easiest thing that you can do. Now, I'm finna give you my opinion. Did that 16-year-old child deserve to get shot and in the hospital like that? No, he didn't. Was that 84-year-old man wrong? Yes, he was, on a lot. Now, it's said that he wasn't in custody at that moment, but if I'm not mistaken, I think it is said that he was in custody at one point, but they let him go, so they haven't charged him with anything. But what I'm going to tell you this, I'm going to give you my opinion and my perspective. I want somebody to be like, well, he's old, he's 84, he might have mental illness, he might have Alzheimer's disease. Well, look, that's no excuse. I get that you're old, and I get that you're 84 years old, but that still does not excuse the fact that this man literally shot a 16-year-old. From what I'm understanding, this 16-year-old teen, this 16-year-old child is still hanging on for his life. He survived that shooting. He got shot in the head. I'm going to tell you something. The good Lord was with that young man when he got shot. And it is crazy to me how they're going to try to charge this young man with 2 felony crimes and charges. From what we know, he was just knocking on the door trying to pick up his siblings. He was trying to be a big brother. He was trying to do a good thing. But you know what? My thing is this. I feel like, and I know that there was racial input in this, because the 84-year-old man, it's a picture of him. This 84-year-old man looks like he ain't got much time to go as it is. He look like he's on his own last pacemaker, and he's doing this mess. There's no way you can put this on Alzheimer's. There's no way you can put this on dementia. There's no way you can put this on any mental illness. Yes, mental illness, that's a very important thing. It is. That's the first thing a lot of peoples will put other people's actions on when they do something bad. Every time with somebody of the opposite race or something do something, okay, this just has to be said. And y'all can exit out if y'all want to. It really doesn't matter to me. But I'm just going to go ahead and say it. But correct me if I'm wrong. But why is it every time a person of a different race, such as a white man or woman, do something to a black individual such as myself, such as killing, stealing from them, beating them, shooting them, or whatever? Every time they do something like this, this is what I'm saying, and this is just what I'm getting at, and how I see things. We see things differently. But how come it's not, let me tell you something. Let me be the first to say, it's not all white peoples. It's not all races. It's just in one in particular. But I'm going to say it. How come when a white individual does something to a black person as myself, such as either killing, kidnapping, shooting, or whatever, stealing from them, breaking in their house or whatever, attacking them or whatever, how come the first thing the policemen, or whoever's has something to say, how come they first response is, oh, he has mental illness. He has mental illness. He couldn't help it. He couldn't help it. Okay, but when somebody such as myself would have done something like that, take me for example. What if I was let's just do a little reverse, okay? Let's just do a little reverse. If me, a black man, would have done something like that to a white person, let's be real. If I would have done something like that to a white person, they wouldn't say I have mental illness. They say that I'm crazy, I'm nuts, and that they need to throw away the key, that I need to be up under a jail for what I did. The thing is, they would rather put a black person behind bars so quick, fast, in a hurry, than to try to get their statement or their side because of what we as black individuals done to another race. They want to throw us up in the jail cell so quick we couldn't even get a word out. But if another individual or another race would have done something like this, they get a slap on the wrist. They either get something to drink, they get arrested, they get something to drink, they get something to eat, you name it. But when we, such as a person of myself, of my skin color, would have done something like that, I'm just using this as an example. But if I would have done something like that, or anybody of my skin tone would have done something like that, we would have been under the jail cell. They would have threw away the key. They would have gave us life. They would have gave us the electric chair. We wouldn't even get no free pass. That's just how I see it. And that's just how I see it when that young 16-year-old child got shot by that 84-year-old man. And if it's one thing, listen, I'm not trying to sound bitter. I'm not trying to sound hateful. I'm not that type of person. I don't have that type of thing in my heart. I'm basically just saying I'm tired of the system failing our individuals. I'm tired of the system failing the black system, the black power, the black peoples that are innocent. I'm tired of the system failing a bunch of peoples that was done wrong. They have went to prison, they have went to jail for a crime they didn't commit. Now, I'm not trying to get off subject. What I'm trying to say is this man, what he did to that child is point blank wrong. And he deserves to be arrested. He deserves to get what's coming to him. And I don't, yes, he's old. He's 84 years old. But that still does not give him the fact and the benefit of a doubt for what he done to that young child. It's not right how somebody would just do this, something like that. It ain't right. But I'm just basically like, listen, if I made it sound wrong, please correct me. But I'm going to tell you this. If you're going to do something like that, treat everybody equally, not just one race, not just one gender, not just one person individual. We all bleed the same blood at the end of the day. And it's just sad how the system just basically failing a lot of peoples that are innocent. But back what I'm saying, I really hope this young man gets the justice that he deserves. And if it's a way that I can help fight for this young man, if it's a way that I can just, do what I can to make sure that he gets the support that he can get, I'm down for it. Because it's a damn shame that this had some type of racial thing. I believe it is too. I believe, to me, this has something to do with race, like I just read you. And you can read it in the article. I believe it has something to do with race. This is what the Thompson man said, the attorney, that he probably believed that it had had to do with race. And I believe it does as well. Because there is no way in the blue hell this man gonna shoot a 16-year-old child for going to the wrong house. My thing is this. It was an accident. It was an accident. People go to the wrong houses and get the addresses mixed up all the time. There's no excuse for that. It's sad. It's crazy. But that's just how I put it. But I really hope that this problem with this young man gets resolved. My heart and my prayers goes out to him and his family. And it's true, it does. And y'all, this first topic, if I sound wrong and if I sound like, I'm hating, I'm not hating. I'm just mad. Because if an ordinary person would have cared for that child, that man wouldn't have never done that. He wouldn't have never done that. The ordinary person wouldn't have put a gun on a 16-year-old and shot him. But that's just me. But my heart and prayers goes out to that child and his family. To that Ralph guy, to the 16-year-old Ralph, my heart and prayers goes out to his family. So let's get to the next topic. So the next topic is Jamie Foxx is still basically hospitalized. Okay, Jamie Foxx is hospitalized. He's hospitalized. And it's said that he's hospitalized from some medical problem that he had. And it was saying that, he was, filming for a movie with Cameron Diaz. I forgot the name of the movie, but I definitely have to check that out and see what the name of the movie was, y'all. But it says he's been hospitalized, and his daughter shared an Instagram post regarding her father, saying that he's trying to improve and that, he had a stroke, and that the family asked for privacy at that very moment. That's basically what she's saying, that the family asked for privacy. And I really hope that, Jamie Foxx gets well, because I'm going to give y'all my opinion on that. I think I said this in a couple of more videos. Jamie Foxx, he's one of the biggest superstars that it is. I'm a fan of Jamie Foxx. I love Jamie Foxx's work. Even though I have not watched all his movies, he is a big superstar. It goes like this. He's played in Ray Charles. He played Ray Charles. He played in Django Unchained. He played in The Players Club. He's played in a bunch of movies. He's played in Booty Call. He's played in a bunch of stuff. And Jamie Foxx, he's also a singer as well. You have to give the man his credit. But what I'm getting at is this. I'm hoping Jamie, he gets better, because health is very important than anything in the whole world. Health is very important, especially in our black men and our black women, because I think that the thing is this. Us as black men and women, men and women in general, you should go to the doctor, because you never know what's going on with your body. You can be acting good, and you can be showing improvement in everything. You can be happy, you can be moving around good and everything. But you never know what a person is going through unless you go to the doctor. You can be moving around good, but still go to the doctor, because you will never know what's going on. Because health is wealth. Health is wealth. Because I think the biggest problem with our black community and the health status, and I'm guilty on this myself, we are not watching what we eat. Some of us are not watching what we eat. Because do you know the biggest population of diabetes, high blood pressure, low cholesterol, all this different type of stuff is worse and better in the black community than all? Diabetes, high blood pressure, you name it. It's better and worse on our black community and the men and the women. In my opinion is, I think it's worse on the men than anything, because I'm guilty on this too. I'm not on no diet. I'm not diabetic. I don't eat how I'm supposed to. I know I'm supposed to get on the diet. I know I need to get on the diet. I know I need to watch what I eat. I know I need to do that. But we won't, we try to do the right thing. And even though it's hard, we can't force ourselves. We can force ourselves, but we can't make ourselves, because at the end of the day, it's our decision. Whenever the time is right for me, whenever I want to decide to eat right and get myself together on the diet and exercise, I will do that. But now I'm not ready to go down that path yet. But I just ask the good Lord himself that he let me be around a little longer, so whenever I get ready to make that change in eating right, exercising, get my body right, I will do that. But now I'm not ready for that yet. But I know in due time, when it's time for me to get my body right and everything else, I will. And if I can give y'all some advice, health is wealth. We all, as one, have to start eating better, watching what we eat, watching our cholesterol, watching our blood pressure, going to the doctors and getting our checkups and everything. Because we don't know how it's going to play out sooner or later. And then the next thing is this. I know a bunch of people be like, that healthy food high. That healthy food high. Yeah, food is high in general. Food is high in general. But I think if we can just cut out some of the stuff that we don't need, that we can focus on eating, I think it'll be better, and I think we can get ourselves on track. That's just me saying that, and I'm being honest and I'm being real. Hold on for just 1 second. I'm sorry, you guys. Hold on for just 1 second. Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, so basically that's what I feel like. I don't know what went wrong with Jamie Foxx. I'm hoping he's getting, that he gets well, especially stroke related, this and that, the third. I'm really hoping that he gets well. I don't know what kind of health problems he's got going on, but whatever health problem he has going on, I hope it gets better and I hope it gets resolved. Because we need Jamie Foxx here. Jamie Foxx is one of a kind. He's a legend in our books. Because when I kept seeing people's making posts about Jamie Foxx on Instagram and stuff and Facebook, I got scared. I was like, oh my goodness, I really hope that, that 2023 is not going to take Jamie Foxx. It's bad enough when they took Cicely Tyson away from us in 2021. We don't need Jamie Foxx to leave us too. And I'm just basically being honest. So I'm really praying for Jamie Foxx. So, get well, Jamie. You'll be all in my prayers and his family. And I'm going to try my best to give y'all an update on that as well. So that'll be it for that topic. Okay, this is the last topic now. Okay, listen, y'all. I'm sorry if I sound a little drowsy and I'm sounding a little cranky. I'm okay. I'm just tired. But I'm going to get this video for y'all. So here we go. The last topic that we're going to be talking about is Monique and Countess version is standing together in suing Paramount Plus, I believe, because of the Parker's royalties. Because I read a little bit on that. And let me tell you how that went. Apparently, Paramount started airing the Parkers. Hold on, y'all, for the interruption. Hello, you guys. I'm back. Okay. So apparently, Paramount was airing the Parkers on their app. And now y'all know how Monique is. You know how Monique is. When something is said about Monique, Monique hears about it. You know she gonna start with, "Hello, my sweet babies." But you know, yep, and love us for real, this and that, the third. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So apparently, I believe that, you know, she found out that Paramount was airing the Parkers. And basically, I don't believe she gave them the right to do that. So, in my opinion, in my state, her and Countless Version, in my opinion, they have a right to do that. Even though Monique, she do a lot of things and she has done a lot of controversial things. I haven't heard too much on Countless Version. But what I will say is, I don't blame them. It's their royalties. It's their show. They made the Parkers how it is today. Because with the Parkers, you got Nikki Parker, they loved it, Professor Olive. The guy that played Professor, Damon Wilson, I think that's his name. I don't know his name. It's Countless Version and it's Monique. They made the Parkers what it is today. And I don't blame them for wanting to get their royalties. They deserve it because it's their royalties. They the one that made the show how it is today. And basically Monique was like, they're getting what they are owed because it's their money. If Paramount is out here doing this type of shady stuff and they didn't get no permission of it, of course I would be upset. Of course I would, you know, do what I would have to do to get what's mine. And what Monique and Countless Version is done is get what they deserve, and it's the royalties. So I don't blame them. Now basically, I know I've done a lot of videos on Monique, you know, not trash talking her, not shading her or anything. What I say is real and on my mind. But basically, what I'm saying is, Monique and Countless Version, they have a right to go after what they believe in going after because it's their royalties. Now, it's a bunch of people that has done that type of stuff. Like, they post their stuff and, you know, air their TV shows and movies and they didn't get a permission. So, yeah, it's their royalties. And I really hope that everything works out for the best of them. So, this will be my video for today, you guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will be back with another video soon. I hope you all have a wonderful Tuesday. Thank you all so much. I love you all. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Bye-bye.